This one. In the tabular column above the formula, you can write down actual discharge in centimeter cube per second. Theoretical discharge in centimeter cube per second. So this is a formula for calculating discharge for your triangular or V notch. And finally, we are going to calculate coefficient of discharge, that is ratio of actual discharge to the theoretical discharge. Okay. So after writing the tabular column, you can write down these observations. So we need to know the area of the collecting tank. So for that, we need to know the length of the collecting tank and breadth of the collecting tank. So the length of the collecting tank is 50 centimeter and the breadth of the collecting tank is 30 centimeter. So the cross-sectional area or the area of the collecting tank A becomes length into breadth. So 50 into 30, that is 1500 centimeters square. And here we are taking a notch, V notch, so whose angle is 60 degrees. Remember, theta equal to 60 degrees for the notch which we are taken in our lab. Okay, so this may be different for different V notches. It may be 90 degrees or 60 degrees or 40 degrees, depending upon the shape of the V shape. Angle will be varying. Our V notch which we are using is 60 degrees. Okay, just copy these also. So next we'll start the tabular column calculation part. So first we have taken our seal level reading for the initial step, nothing but before the water starts to flow over the V-shaped notch above the seal level. Before water starts, what is the height there from the scale reading? What we got there is 16.6. So this reading will be constant throughout the experiment because the water level backside of your notch is always constant only. Next, after increasing the regulating wall, what happens? The water will flow above the notch only, right? So this will be constant. So 16.6 is your sill level. This is called sill, S-I-L-L, sill level reading. 16.6 centimeters. This is always constant. Okay. So first we are going to find this by taking your first reading before the water flows over the notch. Next, what we will do, just we'll regulate the wall of the pump. Slightly water level is increased. So what happens now? The water above the notch, if you see the experiment, you can understand the water above the sill level. Yeah. So now what happened? The water above the sill level is increased there. So what happened? There is some height of water above the sill level. This height you can see there. So that height again we need to calculate by using this knob. When it touches the top layer of the water flowing from this, you will get your H2 value. So that H2 in the first reading, when you are moving the knob, what we will get, that will be 14.3. So I am getting the reading of 14.3 when I have regulated the wall in the first readings. Right. So H1 is 16.6 and the H2 after the water starts to flow over the sill level, over the notch, it is 14.3. So this H is the difference, head over the sill. So what is the height of water over the sill? Above the sill, how much water is flowing in centimeters we need. So if you take the difference of these two, you will get the value of the water which is above the sill level. So head over the sill is called height of water above the sill level. So 16.6 minus 14.3 is 2.3 centimeter. Right. So the first reading we got head over the sill level as 2.3 centimeters. Next, what we are taking, always we are collecting tank, we are taking only 10 centimeters rise always. So this is 10 centimeters rise for all the 5 readings. Okay. Now, when we are collecting, when we are taking the time, now we are calculating the time taken for the 10 centimeters rise of collecting tank. So in collecting tank, we are going to measure the time for filling the tank to 10 centimeters. So the time taken when the water flow rate was constant here, that is 198 seconds. So it is taking 198 seconds for filling the collecting tank to a height of 10 centimeters. So this is the time taken for this 10 centimeters rise, right? So now we need to calculate Q actual. So Q actual equal to AH by T, that is nothing but A into rise here we are taking as delta H. So A into delta H by T. So first to calculate the Q actual value. So I will go for the calculation part. Right, so this is our calculation part. So first what we have calculated, we have calculated the head over the sill H equal to H1 minus H2. So 16.6 minus, what was the H2 value? 14.3 minus 14.3, which is equals to 2.3 centimeters. So first we have calculated this. Next we have calculated our Q actual by using the formula AH by T. So area already we have calculated 1500. Collecting tanks area is 1500 into 10 centimeters rise divided by time taken in seconds, 198 seconds. Okay, just calculate this value and tell me the Q actual value for the first reading.
75.7575, sir.
Okay, so 75.757. Okay, 7575. So this is our Q actual value. So now fill in our table column 75.757. So after taking Q actual, now what we need here, we need H value. So what is H? H already we have taken. Head over the seal value, that is 2.3. So this capital H is 2.3. And now we know what is theta also for our notch. So what was the theta value we have taken? 60 degrees. So calculate Q theoretical by using this formula. So Q theoretical value formula I have given here already. So 18 by 15. Right. So I'm taking formula again. So 18 by 15 into tan 60 divided by 2 into 2g. Root is only for 2g. Remember here. So this H value is for the first reading. What is the H value? 2.3. So substitute H in place of H as 2.3 power 5 by 2. So this is 2.3 to the power of 5 by 2. Please slowly you calculate the value here and you will get the Q theoretical value by taking this formula. So where H is the head over the sill value, 2.3 centimeter. So since this H value is in centimeters, we are getting discharge value also in centimeters here. Okay. So calculate the value of Q theoretical.
Sir, it is H to the power of 5 by 2, sir.
Yes, H power 5 by 2. So 2.3 power 5 by 2.
Okay, sir. Minus 121 point.
Minus
109.42.
Yes, 109.42. You won't get minus values, Anil. Just check it again. I think this is the right answer only. 109.42. Yes, any others you can check whether 109.40 is right or not. And you can write on this calculation part also. This will be your model calculation part, which you will write in your record for the model calculation. Either you can use your first reading or your second reading or anything. Any one of your 5 readings you can use. So anyway, I am solving here your first reading. Right? Any change in this value? 109.42.
No, sir.
Okay. So 109.40 is your Q theoretical value. So here I will write it 109.42. So now we need to calculate coefficient of discharge for this V notch. So coefficient of discharge is equals to Q actual by Q theoretical. So Q actual value 75.75 divided by 109.42. If you do, you will get this. Okay, 75.7575 divided by 109.42, which is equals to, yes, you can tell me the value. 0.69. 0.69. Any other digit? One more digit. 0.
2.
0.692. So this completes our first reading. 0.692. Okay. So similarly, so for the first reading, slightly we have regulated the wall of the pump. So we got a height of this. Yes, whether my voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next what we'll do, again, we'll regulate the wall of the pump slowly, little bit, we'll increase but we'll open little bit more. The wall will be opened little bit more. So what happens, the water level coming from the pipe will be increased. So automatically the water flow in the channel will increase. So there what happens, the water above your sill level will be further increased. But the height of the water flowing over the notch will increase again. So that value we are going to calculate. Nothing but what is the height? Well, what is the pointer value? By checking the scale reading there, you'll take H2 as 13 point. So we are going to get the value as 13.4 when we are increasing the value of the water height. So now you can see the height over the sill value will increase. So what is that? 16.6 minus 13.4 is 3.2. So 3.2 centimeters of water, height of water is flowing over the sill value now, right? So height will be continuously increasing here, because as the water level increases in the channel, the height will be increased over the sill values. Okay. So after that, what we'll see again, we'll check what will be the time taken for the 10 centimeters rise for this one. So the time taken. So now you can notice whether the time will increase or decrease. Can anyone tell? Any guess whether time taken for 10 centimeters rise will increase or decrease? What happening? Water flow is increased. So what happens? The tank will get filled soon or slowly compared to the previous reading?
Soon.
Decrease.
Yes. So automatically the time taken for 10 centimeters rise will be decreased. So we are getting 93.5 seconds. So within 93.5 seconds, the 10 centimeters rise in the collecting tank getting filled. That is the meaning there, right? So 93.5 is the time taken for the 10 centimeters rise in the collecting tank when you're taking your second reading. So now calculate Q actual, Q theoretical, and CD. So I will ask randomly to some people. They should answer. Otherwise, I will put absent, or I will reduce your lab viva marks depending upon the. Since I am anyway giving the attendance, so I will reduce the lab marks only, because I will note down their numbers. Those are not replying to me. You may not see the effect of that now, but later you can understand. Okay. So please calculate Q actual first, Q theoretical, then CD. Okay. Yes. 20 H55 314. Suman. N Suman.
Sir,
Yes. Please tell the value of Q actual.
51.336, sir.
I didn't get. Repeat it once.
51.336.
51.336. I think it is wrong. We should get more value, because as the time is reduced.
160.4278.
Yes. Suman, please check your value. Here, as the time is continuously reduced, Q actual value will be increasing. So what you got? 160. Yes, someone informed me. 160.
0.42.
0.42. Right. So 160.42. So be careful while calculating. Right. So next we need to calculate Q theoretical value. So I'll ask again to some students. So Suman, you are alert, but your answer is wrong. Check it carefully.
Okay, sir.
Right. Okay. Next 331 Kalyan. Lateral entry 331 Kalyan. If you are here, please reply. 331, I am marking. No reply. $318 Swarnasri.
Sir,
Yes, madam. Please tell me the value of Q theoretical. Calculate it and tell me.
okay, sir. 1 minute, sir.
Okay, right. Yes, others you can calculate the next CD value.
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, I'm getting wrong value, sir. 79.00, sir.
Which one? This one. It's for second reading.
Sir?
Which one you are calculating? Q theoretical value only, no?
Yes, sir. 79.00. It's wrong value, no, sir.
How you know it is wrong? Who said you that it is wrong? Whether you have calculated?
Sir?
Have you calculated the value?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You are getting 70 only, 79.
79, sir.
Okay, it is wrong. You already
Yes,
know
sir.
that.
Because first value is 109, no, sir.
So you feel that it should increase here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, correct. What you're telling is correct, but why you are getting wrong?
Don't know, sir.
Whether you have kept this H also in the root?
No, sir.
No, you are using the formula correctly.
Yes, sir.
So your calci is giving wrong answer. Are you using calci or mobile for calculating?
No, sir. Calci only, sir.
Okay, so first what you do, you make your calci settings properly.
Okay, sir.
Do you know that how to do?
No, sir.
Okay, there will be some option. Anil, are you here? Shift clear.
Sorry,
What is that? Shift.
Shift 9 3 equal to AC, sir.
Okay, so first click on shift button, then 9 button. You can see above 9 there will be a word called CLR, clear.
Yes, sir.
Do that. Shift clear. Then 3 for all, I think. 3.
Yes, sir.
Then press 3.
Equals to, sir.
Then equal to means it will get reset.
Yes,
Then you can try.
okay, sir.
Okay. Right, Anil, somebody else, you can tell me the second value.
249.8.
249.8. One more digit.
840.
840. Good. Right. Thank you. Next. 18 batch 358. Akash. 358. Akash. Yes, Akash. Please tell me coefficient of discharge for this second value.
Okay, sir. Calculating, sir.
Okay. Yes, all the students, you can once clear the settings of your calci once.
Sir, 0.3032. 3032.
0.30. What you are doing?
3.
160.42 divided by 249.84. Check it correctly. You are doing wrong again. 0.0 we won't get.
0.6420.
0.6
6420.
642. Okay.
0.
Right. Okay. Okay, Akash. Thank you. Right. So this completes our second reading. Now we'll go for the third reading. So again, what we'll do? Again, we'll increase the pumps regulating wall. So again, slightly you can increase the, or you can open the wall a little bit more. So what happens? Again, the water level above the sill will increase. So the H2 value again will further decrease there. So what we are getting is 12.4 after the third reading. So the height value will again further increase. Above the sill value, the height of water will be more now. So if you see 16.6 minus 12.4 is 4.2. So 4.2 centimeters of water is flowing above the notch. That much height of water is coming from the notch. So now, after making the water steady, nothing but after water is coming in a constant way, steady flow, we need to calculate the time taken for the 10 centimeters rise in the collecting tank again. So the time taken for this third reading is 54.56 seconds. Okay. Please calculate Q actual, Q theoretical, and again CD. So randomly again I will ask. Okay, don't tell the answer now only. I'll ask. I need to check whether students are listening or just they are logging in. That's all. $393. Satya, 393. So he's not available. Just he's logging. That's all. Next. 367. Varun, Sai Varun. 367, Sai Varun. Next is Shashi. Yes, Shashi. You're sleeping? Shashi? Okay, I think now Sarnasri got Q theoretical value also. She has messaged me correctly. Is increasing. Okay, good. Right. So Q actual, who will tell? Shoaib Ahmad, 312. Lateral entry 312.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can tell me Q actual value.
274.
274.
0.926.
0.926. Okay, good. Okay, Swarnasri, can you tell this now? Q theoretical. $318.
Sir, 493.07, sir.
0.07. Yes, others you can check whether it is correct
Yes,
or
sir.
not.
Correct, sir.
Yes, okay.
Correct, sir.
Right. So now calculate CD. Karthik, 377. Tell me the value of CD. No reply means absent. Next, Dinesh, 391. 396. Not there. 393. 373, Pranay.
Sir,
Yes.
0.5575.
0.557.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right.
Yes, sir.
Right. So we have completed our third reading. So for the next step, again, what we need to do, we need to increase the flow rate by regulating the wall near the pump. So the water above the sea level again will be increased. So the value of H2 here is 11.3. So what will be this value? It will be 16.6 minus 7.3 is 5. So time taken for the 10 centimeters rise in the collecting tank is 30.38 seconds. Okay, so now calculate the values here. Q actual 1500 into 10 divided by 30.38. You'll get this value.
493.74.
493.74. Okay. Who said this?
Means
Okay, 303. Right, okay. Thank you. Next, Q theoretical. Calculate it. (309) Sangeeta. Lateral entry 309. Whether you are here or not? No. Okay. Harshavardhan 327. Lateral entry. 327. Harsha. Okay. She's also not.
Sir,
Yes, you are here.
yes, sir.
Yeah, yes. Tell me the value of Q theoretical, Harsha. I thought you are sleeping.
No, sir. Actually, my mic is having some problem. Sir,
Mic problem.
882.01.
882.01. One more digit available.
Yes.
Remember, always
7,
after
sir.
point, take 3 digits. You'll get approximate correct values. That's why I'm
Okay,
telling. Okay. Right. Thank you, Harsha.
7, sir. Yes.
7. Okay. Right.
Yes.
Okay. We'll ask Anil because he'll be ready every time. Anil, tell the value of CD.
Sir,
0.559.
5594.
559.
Good. Right. So we have reached for the last reading. Just hold on a second. Okay. So for the last reading, again, same concept. We need to regulate the wall. So remember, in this experiment, don't open the wall fully at the first step only because we cannot increase further. So slowly we need to start increasing the regulating wall of the pump from the initial step only. Don't open the full wall at the first only. We cannot do that, no. So at that time, what we can do, we can reduce it slowly and we can see. So reversely you'll get. So better open the wall very minutely in the first step. Then on further steps, you can increase it slowly, right? So now the value is 10.3. So H difference becomes 6.3. The time taken for the 10 centimeters rise in the collecting tank is 21.75 seconds. Okay. So now calculate Q actual value. So 1500 into 10 divided by 21.75.
689.65, sir.
689.65. Good. Next, Q theoretical.
One three five 8.748.
1358.7.
748.
748.
8.
Okay, thank you. Next, last CD value.
0.5075.
0.507. Okay, all three digits are taken. So now we got all the readings. For all the readings, we got coefficient of discharge. So for the triangular notch, if you want the coefficient of discharge, we can take the average of this value. So in the result, okay, if you want to copy this, you can copy. Those who want to copy, they can copy the readings fully. So I'll wait for some time. Okay, so now we'll go for the result value. So coefficient of discharge CD from the calculation. So what we got the average, you tell me. Average of all the 5 readings.
0.5914.
0.591.
147.
Right. So from the calculation. Yes, tell me.
5893.
589. Okay, is it right value? 589, 0.589?
No, sir. 591.
591. All are telling different answers. Check it once, Anil.
591.
0.5914, sir.
Okay, 591. I'm showing this again. You can check the average again once.
914 only, sir.
Okay, 0.594.
14, sir.
0.591. So this is the coefficient of discharge for the triangular notch, which are calculated from the calculation part. So similarly, we need to calculate from the graph also. So what we'll do, we'll draw a graph between Q theoretical and Q actual. So I'll show the sample here. Okay. So this is the graph plotted between discharge theoretical and discharge, actual discharge and theoretical discharge. So Q theoretical and Q actual. So on x-axis, you take Q theoretical values. Q theoretical values are taken on x-axis, and Q actual values are taken on your y-axis. Okay. So this is just a sample graph. So what you'll do on a graph, you'll take the points first, all the 5 points. So x will on x-axis Q theoretical, on y-axis Q actual. Okay, remember that Q theoretical and Q actual values. So first point will be 109.42, 75.75. So that will be your first point. Okay, so see here, you can see at the bottom of the where I have marked showing there, it is showing, see here 109.422 is your x value, 75.75 is your y value. So that is your first point created from the first reading. Next, if you go for the second one, you can see x value is Q theoretical 249.84 and 160.42 is your y value. Right. So in that way, first mark only all the 5 points. So the third point is 493.07 on x-axis, 274.9 on y-axis. Third point. Next, go for the fourth point. 882 on x-axis, on y-axis is 493. And the last point you can see that is 1358 on x-axis, 689 on y-axis. So what we'll do after just marking all the 5 points on your graph, what we need to do is we need to connect it with a straight line. So check whether 3 points are coming on the straight line or 4 points or all the 5. Sometimes it is possible. So mostly if you're not getting a straight line, what we need to do is we need to connect any 2 points with a straight line. Remaining points you can neglect there. Connect a straight line between 2 points, or if it passes to 3 points also it is okay, right? So draw a straight line. Okay, draw a straight line. Then what we need to do is we need to take the slope of the line for finding the coefficient of discharge. Okay, So the formula here it is like this. CD is y2 minus n. See here, why we are taking this as y values, because you can see Q actual is y2 minus y1 value. So that's why we are taking Q actual on the y-axis. Okay, are you able to understand what I'm telling from the graph here? So slope is formula we know already, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So these y2, y minus y1 are Q actual values. X2 minus x1 are Q theoretical values. So that's why we are taking Q actual on y-axis, Q theoretical on x-axis, right? So after drawing this straight line, what we need to do is you can take any 2 points on the straight line. So for example, if you see I have taken 1 point here and 1 point here, not the points which you have taken anywhere. You can take anywhere. So 2 points I have marked here, 1 here and 1 here. Then for getting x1, x2, I can either you can draw the vertical lines like this and horizontal like from here. Then you can get x1 value here, something which is intersected here will give your x1 value. This will give your x2 value. Similarly, on the y-axis, you'll get your y1 value here and y2 value here. This is just a sample I'm showing to you. So in graph paper, if you do, you will get it perfect, right? So slope formula is y2 minus y1. So here it is 500 minus this reading. So I have written here 500 minus 350 divided by x2 here minus x1. So that is I have taken 900 minus 630. So now if you see the calculation, you are getting 0.55. So this is the coefficient of discharge from the graph value. So this graph, we are getting the graph value from the graph value, coefficient of discharge as 0.55. So that is, so almost it will be equal to the value which you got here, right? Slight change with nothing but above 55%. So this is the coefficient of discharge from the graph value. So previously many experiments we have done, 3 experiments we have done, that there also same concept we are using. Remember this concept there, and you can draw the graph there also. Okay, we have only 1 more minute for this session also to expire. If you want, you can copy this sampling. Roughly, you can draw the graph like this, which I have drawn here roughly. Then you can write down the slope CD equal to, this is the formula for calculating y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Okay, please join immediately. After joining, it will take around 20 more minutes maybe.